So I got a defensive menace here for y'all. You can make them at whatever position. The badges should be the same. So since you're going to mostly be focused on playing the other player, best perimeter ball handler. You got the defense right here. If they drive, you can stop them. Um, Perimeter, you should be good. If you want, you can go for gold clamps. That's up to you. You can drop the dunking down. So it's up to you, however you want to do it. You're a spot up, be able to shoot three. In case they decide to foul you, you get the free points badge. If you don't, I feel like a 60 is fine. As long as you know your free throw, you'll hit it. Pass accuracy, this gives you needle threader. Otherwise, you can drop it to 75 if you don't want needle threader. But I like needle threader. Ball handling to get you unplugged and a lot of this other stuff. Blow bys, physical handle. So when you do drive, you should be able to bully if you're going against a person without defense, which most likely you won't be because they'll probably put their best defender on the point guard. And then that way you can be a secondary ball handler. You'll have a few little dribble moves, which we don't know what all the dribble moves are yet and which ones are the best. But you should be able to with speed boost, physical handles. You get bulldozer. You can come out of the triple threat and attack them. Decent speed with ball, hyperdrive, all that. Um, like I said, be able to play all type of defense everywhere on the court. The speed, acceleration, strength. You'd be able to fight people, score on them, get your fearless finisher, immovable force, so you can be able to stonewall ball handlers, get brick walls, so you can set the big body picks. And so instead of the power forward coming to do it, you can do it, and you can get the main defender off of them, off the point guard if you really want to. Got enough to get your contact dunks, your pro contact dunks, and then a stamina. I'll be right back. Still getting my daughter ready for school. Give me a second. Alright, on to the next build. I will be putting this up on YouTube. I don't know. Do I want to make one about this one? Mm, mm, let's see. Yeah, we could do that. So these are physicals. So this shooting guard, this is a secondary ball handler, whereas if your point guard is getting locked up, you should be able to run the offense for your team. You should be real efficient. You do it all type of build, two-way threat. Whereas you can dunk, you can take the ball to the rack, lay it up, uh, post up a littler guy, not so, um, still be able to shoot, spot up for um, the point guard, hit your free throws. Like I said, for needle threader, I went 77, but I don't know what the best pass style is. It might actually, you might have to actually hit 80. So if you want to take that precaution, go ahead, go to 80. You can always lower like your close shot or something. From here, you want to uh, be able to speed boost. Use so you got your speed at 75, gives you all these silver badges. Be able to lock up as long as you position yourself right. That's what a lot of defense is positioning. So you don't fully need all the gold badges. You get a few gold badges, especially for the perimeter, which most likely you'll be out at the perimeter. Uh, and then these just hit some of those requirements to get to some of the silver badges. You got hella silver badges. We don't know. Silver might be the best budget for a lot of these badges. I mean, if you don't, you feel like you might need gold because gold clamps was better than silver last year or something like that, then go ahead and try to figure that out. But this is a do-it-all build besides rebounding and blocking. Pretty much it is DeJounte Murray build. On to the next one. I think I want to do this one. So 3 levels. So with this in the build, this is all around, but you take a hit on defense to do everything else in the game. If you don't think you're going to be a straight post scorer, you can lower the mid range and the close shot. If you're planning on just like dunking a ball, whether it's um, standing dunk, driving dunk, maybe shooting mid range, but no post hooks or anything like that, then you can get rid of close shot and bring it down to like 80. Same thing if you're not going to do any post hop shots or post fades, then you can drop this down to 72. So either one, you can drop them both down by 10 or one of them down by 10 to put attributes so that you can throw it into defense, whether it's rebounding or um, blocking. With this build, you should be able to score on anybody. And once they start double teaming, you should be able to pass the ball out to anybody. So it's inside out. It's that Tim Duncan build, whereas you can start the game bullying the player in the center inside, and then they collapse on you, pass it out. I know if you make an offensive build, you probably don't want to pass it, but that is how you play basketball. That's the basketball IQ. Inside out, old school game. That it is what it is. Now, from there, you pretty much get everything you will want. Catch and shoot, gold, all types of stuff. Blinders, green machine, corner specialist, dead eye. A lot of these badges stack on top of each other. Open looks, comeback hit, whistle, get fouled. It's just not much. Like post spin technician is OP. You get it on gold. Um, Drop step or post phenom is hella. As long as you know how to do moves, you're gonna be able to kill. And then once you get under the rim from doing post moves and post spins, drops, all that, you'll be able to dunk because you got rise up. It's fast twitch, precision dunker. If you know how to do the actual precision dunk from standing still underneath the rim, you still get posterizer. So if you catch the ball going to the rack, you should be able to dunk on them. Got slithery silver. Like I said, learning how to use the dunk meter is going to be wonderful. They got hella euros. I mean, if you do Embiid or Nurkic, uh, not Nurkic, Joker's layup package, they got nice Euro steps. Spin dunks, I don't, it's only been 1 day, so I don't know if the spin dunks are back to being OP. But because of this badge, I think it might be again, which is going to be terrible. Pro touch is beautiful. You don't even have to use the stick anymore for pro touch. So I recommend using layup timing, taking off the meter, and just going in there and playing like you would normally do. You don't need the stick anymore. Stick does help because it helps you make a more precise move instead of it being random if you just use an X. Float game, I mean, you're a big man, you shouldn't be using float game, but if you do, float game is OP. Like, you can hit it even when at like a 70 or whatever this bronze badge is. That's all you really need it on, and that shit goes in. I've seen it. Giant Slayer, you're not gonna worry about that. It's not going to activate. I don't think it activates on 7-3. You'll have to bend 611 to worry about Giant Slayer, but get it on Hall of Fame. Fearless Finisher is nice. And that's the build. You get all pro contact dunks, and you get the elite big man contact dunks. Pretty sure if I remember right. To me, this is DeMarcus Cousins prime Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins. This this dude was nice. His attitude and his injuries messed him up, but oh my goodness, this boy was Joker before Joker. Besides being able to see the whole court, he was a good passer and a better defender than Joker. Um, go with this one. All right, so with this one, this is my current build that I run. If the only thing I would change about this for a different person, this is my play style. If you don't want to be able to do standing dunks and do it consistently, then you could drop this down to like an 83, I think it is. I don't want nothing else to change. Yeah, 83. And then you lose your fast twitch at 82. So if you need to make adjustments on this build and you want to put something other where, get any better mid range, um, more defense somewhere, maybe try to get to a higher block, this would be it. Or maybe you want to just take those extra points and put them into offensive rebounds. If I don't, a lot of YouTubers will tell you to put it in offensive rebound because those ones are harder to get. Of course, they're harder to get because you're not supposed to be in that offensive rebound position. And most of the time, if the person you're going against does their job and they actually have you boxed out, you're not going to grab it. You're not going to grab it if they got you boxed out, regardless. So you might as well be the one on the defense and be able to out rebound them. But you can do it the other way, and you'll have like a 70 something defensive rebound, but you'll lose out on some of the stuff. Um, I wanted my steal to be at a 60 to get interceptor. It was kind of hard to do, but you can make some sacrifices to get it. Like the interior defense could drop that down to like 82, lose out on post lockdown at gold, but that's up to you. If you're going to be playing, if you feel like you're going to be playing more pick and roll in a team setting, so rec or twos, even yeah, I guess in twos too, because they're going to be trying to drop it off to the center, I would probably suggest that more. I play rec, and most of the time can get in position to stop them. Got a decent enough person that's guarding ball that can get over under the screens and you can get back. But if you feel like you're not going to be able to depend on that person, then yes, I would probably go for the interceptor on bronze at 60. That would be one of the things I would say, and you can do it by dropping that down. Um, if you can also drop this down, but you lose out on Slithery to get more points. I mean, if you're gonna lose out on Slippery, you can actually probably just drop it down to like 75 anyway. Um, you could drop this down to 78 to try to get more. This another 78, but I feel like actually, yeah, 78. You'll still get some nice passing animations, still get needle threader, stuff like that. There's ways to get it, but from my playstyle, it's just not what I wanted. Can hit this three spot up. This is more than enough free throw. You just pick a free throw you like, you can hit it. You can hit it at like a 50, if maybe less. To be able to pass the ball, move it around, get the ball up the court, 80. Some people want a gold break starter, and that's 87, I think, 86, something like that. I'm fine with what I got. Like I said, one of my gold defensive badges here, trades down silver, rebound gold, pogo stick gold, box out gold. I don't know if Hall of Fame is going to be worth it this year, but you're not going to come across too many people that actually are going to have Hall of Fame and a lot of badges this year because it's to hit 99 is just so taxing on your build. You're gonna come across a few of them. You might have to just take that L. So say like they got Hall of Fame rebound chaser. If you can't get in the positioning right and you don't have enough strength to keep them from getting in better position or warming around you, then it's not much more you can do. But I don't see too many builds with that's going to go over 84 or 90 on strength. You'll have those people that's pure bigs, inside bigs, and don't have any shooting, so then they might hit that 90, 94, or whatever it is to get Hall of Fame and a lot of them badges. But you might have to take that risk. They might not have enough jumping, so you still might be able to out jump them with your vertical, and you'll have strength to still, do what you can in the paint when they're bumping up against you. And this build is all right. So this build is to kind of cheese the mechanics of 2K and how they set this up, right? This isn't for everybody. This build is to get you unpluckable gold. If you don't want unpluckable gold, you can just lose the post control. But it's kind of nice because if you're playing point guard and you're going against some people and they aren't full lockdowns, you get post spin technician Hall of Fame. And once you start killing them, you can pass the ball out with post playmaker. Then you can also hook them, dream shake, drop stepper. Oh my God, they finna get killed in the paint. So this would be more of a Magic Johnson type point guard build, which I prefer. Where this is what I thought Ben Simmons would have been, but with maybe with better defense and less shooting. But so whichever way you want to do it, if you don't want the post scoring, you can get rid of that, and then you can get uh, more defense. You should have enough. You can get contact dunks, layup package. Go with what is his name? George Gervin. He has one of the better packages that was been in the game. 45 will give you stand and dunk animations. So if you're underneath the rim with a little guy, you can get the basic stand and dunk animations. You'll be good. They can't stop you because you got drop stepper. You just drop step. Little guy, drop step him. They put a defender on you that's a little bit stronger, a little bit better. Use post spin technician, and they can't strip the ball because you have unpluckable. Mid range is good enough. You can, if you want, you can do some things like drop the three down here. You lose out on Deadeye and Limitless. The reason why we got it is so you can get the Limitless. Me personally, I'm not a Limitless shooter, but I want the option just in case I take a shot out too far outside. But I do not try to shoot Limitless. This is for people that want, like I said, this is the cheesy build that want to hit Limitless. It looks like Limitless bronze, like it was last year, is gonna be good. Might not even have to go to silver. But those who don't want the Limitless, like I said, just drop it down. Maybe keep the Dead Eye, or just keep dropping it. Something like this. You don't really need Claymore if you're gonna be the primary ball handler. So you can keep dropping it. Let's see what changes after that. So maybe go 80. Doesn't lose that out on some other stuff. But then you can actually do mid ranges, which give you can get your mid range magician up, your mini magician and hit more mid ranges, whatever. And then you're really going to be able to kill them. But you do you. Free throw, like I said, you only need it to hit. I mean, if you really don't feel like you can hit your free throws, you can adjust some stuff. Like I said, you can take down that midi and then go up with that. Pass accuracy to get bailout. If you don't think you need bailout, you can drop it down to 82 if you don't think you need bailout. So 82, 83, 83 if you're gonna actually use the post moves, 82 if you're not. Ball handling, this to get you yo. This is what's gonna really mess them up because you're going to be able to get physical with them and they can't do nothing to you. With unpluckable, oh my goodness. Oh, this build is gonna be probably my point guard build. Handle for days, blow by, ankle breakers. You get silver speed booster. I don't do too many dribble moves. I'm like what you actually supposed to do. Three dribbles and either score or pass the ball. It don't take that much. A lot of these I play more sim than arcade, so that's me. You do what you got to do if you want. Uh, as far as it goes, so you could, in theory, lower your weight a little bit more if you really want down here, so you're a little bit faster. But I don't remember what it changes. Um, get to you can kind of play defense in the paint. So if you do, or if you are going against the ball handler because you don't have a lockdown only team, and they're trying to bully you into the paint, you'll be able to pretty much can get a nice little contest on them. You get chase down artists, no anchor. You can I, you can try to finagle some stuff to get anchor. Like I said, if you take the post control away, you can get anchor. You can get higher steal. I'm trying not to go for steals this year because I don't want to get put out of position or lose unnecessary adrenaline bars. But I do got bronze all of this. This gives you bronze everything right there in that section. My focus will be to play good defense and not let them go past me. If they get past me, I can still stop them because I will have to interior defense and I'll have chase down. That's the main thing. You should be able to stay on your player with pick dodger silver and fast feed silver clamps. You should be able to stay on them. And not only that, while you're doing that, you will have a movable force and you should be able to stonewall them if they're not actually very good dribblers. You should be able to make them pick up the ball and stop in their tracks and lose adrenaline boosts. Got the speed so that we can get those certain attribute caps. Same thing right here. Get fast feet so you can be able to move and keep up with them. Um, as far as this goes, we can bulldoze them too. This build, oh, it can do it all. This will be. See, they went from 6'9" meta to 6'8" meta as far as it can do it all. Like they they shouldn't give you. They didn't learn a lesson. You should not be able to get unpluckable from post control. It should just innately be harder for somebody to strip the ball from you, which I'm assuming that they should be able to do, because if you read the description for post control, all you have to do is change the description so that when it says you're in the post, it's harder for you to get stripped when you're in the post position, instead of locking it to a badge. But it is what it is. Um, Posterizer, silver, catch oops, putbacks, 94 feet. If you want to play 94 feet and try to get them tired as possible and make them lose in many bars before they get up the court, you good. In the open court, if they actually know how to do dribble moves and you don't, and you're not the best defender and you don't know how to do, don't go side to side. Go at diagonals, go at angles. That's how you keep up with them. So if you're going to use 94 feet and you're going to push them all the way up the court, make sure you're going at angles. You're going away from them, but in the same direction as they are going. So if they're going left, then you go back into the left. It's just that simple. It lets you move faster. There's a lot of videos out there. There's different things you can do. The best way is to hold LT and go at angles. If you're not good at that, another way to do it is tapping left trigger and right trigger back and forth. And I don't know with the adrenaline boost if it's going to take it. I'll have to test it on this game. But going back and forth, which it shouldn't, unless they decide to change that this year. Back and forth tapping will let you be able to kind of push and body them up a little bit more. It's a little secret. So take that with you. And that is this build. This is going to be a menace in 2K. It's not much anybody's going to be able to do with it. They can throw a little. They're literally going to have to get a hybrid or a lockdown that has interior and perimeter. That's the only thing that's going to be able to stop you, and that's if they know how to actually play the game. But the build is a diamond inside out threat. It's going to be beautiful. I don't play little guards. I'll go with this one. Um, so for this build, and with these the heights, yeah, they're nice, but you can take them and move them in any position. The badges still work the same. It's not like a few years ago where if you went from power forward to small forward, you lose out on badges. Same way, vice versa, small forward to power forward, you gain more badges. With this build, you're solely purposed on being a playmaker and defender. And then from there, you're going to be able to hit some shots or go in for a layup. But your main purpose is to actually be a defender and get your teammates involved. There's a lot of people that don't like playing that style, but this is for you. Layups are way better. Layup timing is better. Pro touch, like I said, you don't really, it pops up. Even I don't know if it's not supposed to pop up, but you don't have to use the stick anymore. Um, from this build, you can hit a few close shots. Don't take it unless you're open. Drive and dunk could give you a few drives. driving dunks. I think CJ McCollum is only a 40, so you're good. You can get driving dunk if you're open, saying you running on a fast break, or you just completely kill your opponent and he's stuck behind you. You should be able to get a dunk off. You get to hit mid ranges. 72 is plenty. Three, you can hit. Just got to find your jump shot. Free throw, you can hit. Find a free throw that you like. From here, passing accuracy. As long as you know how to pass, you should be fine. Don't throw stupid passes because you don't need bailout. If you don't throw stupid passes, you don't need bailout. If you want bailout, then you can try to finagle some stuff and get you bailout. I don't think you need it. I feel like if you're playing this style, then you should know how to actually pass the ball without jumping in the air and taking a bad jump shot or a layup. Get a lot of your badges gold. It's going to be hard to get blow by gold. You can do it, but this is not the build. This is not a rim running build. So that's why I didn't get gold on here. Speed with ball, get a lot of stuff. Go hyperdrive, come out the do a spin out of the triple threat, then go forward, do a step back. You should be able to hit or pass to your teammate because somebody's going to close out on you that shouldn't have moved. Should be able to lock up the other point guard because it's positioning, it's IQ, and to being able to move your feet. Don't go left, right, go at angles. You should be able to stop the point guard. Um, should be able to steal the ball, glove, and right stick ripper stack. So I would just try to use the stick to go for steals to lock up these point guards. They're going to have like a 90 something ball handle too, and they're going to have gold and pluck if they're smart. But you should be able to, once you start making them lose adrenaline boosts, you should be able to steal the ball from them. Hyperdrive, fast feet. So this is key. You're going to be able to keep up with the other point guard. They're not going to expect that you have fast feet and able to stop them. They're just not going to expect it. And you get a movable force, which improves your strength. So you might be able to body them up because most likely they won't have any strength. So you might be able to stonewall them up and just stop them in their tracks. Um, you can pick them up 94 feet, Hall of Fame. Up to you. That's up to you. But you should be able to play defense and get your teammates involved and hit the open shot or open layup when you have it. To me, this is a better Drew Holiday build than what they actually have for a template. I didn't even go off the template now that I think about it. But in the last build I got for you. So let me say this before we go into it. Small guards are going to be, there's going to be a bunch of them. There's not going to be too many with actual steals. But You may find one or two with it. So from this build, you are going to be able to play defense. I'm a strong believer in playing defense. If you don't want to be able to play defense and you're going to sit in the corner on defense, then you can drop the perimeter to whatever you need to drop it to so you can get higher three ball or higher pass accuracy, ball handling, whatever you want to do. I made this for how I play, but you make it for however you play. And you can always just drop this perimeter defense down to whatever you need to drop it down to. If you only want silver or bronze badges, then go ahead and do that, and that'll give you way more to work with in playmaking, passing, ball handling. Give you more to work with in threes. I think your finishing is fine. You should be all right. You probably don't even need this. You can go and put it in free throws if you really want. But you can get contact dunks, get nice layup packages, be able to finish over a lot of people. As long as you know your three, you can get it. I'm assume that most of you people that make a shorter build want to have like limitless, so you'll have to take your defense down. Uh, Pass accuracy, get silver needle thread here, but you can get it higher or lower depending on how you feel. If you want bail out or want less to put it otherwhere places. This gives you all the gold badges. Like I said, this is for defense. If you don't want defense and you want to just be a corner sitter on defense, then get rid of that. This gives you all your attributes. You get posterizer. So this is how I would make it. Most people are going to tell you to make it something like, let's do it on here. Um, let's see. Let's drop that down. Get that. Get this up. Uh, get an extra three. Um, where does it cut out at? They may need to bail out. What's this? Um, so let's see. What can we keep dropping? Okay, that'll give you all of those. Actually, you're not gonna pick up from 94 feet if you have it like that. Boom, boom. Maybe no. Um, so maybe Let's see. What can you get up here? So this will probably be more of a meta point guard build that most people will run. Still get a little bit of defense. Get pretty much a lot of bronze badges. So this would be what you may want to run. And the name of this one will come out to be, probably might be the same name, Inside Out Playmaker. But all right, I'm gonna end the stream now, and I'll be back. I gotta go take my daughter to the bus. Thanks for watching.